So, my hair has been blonde for
Brain loading. Think about it.
a while.
Truly the queen of eloquence right here.
And it's coming in on fall. I don't work at a hair salon anymore. So it feels like it's time for a change.
Your confidence, it's astounding. Amazing, even.
Hunch, someone's gonna tell me that I'm stupid, but it's not that I'm over it. It's just that I've had it for ages. So here we are in my glorious bathroom. I'm wearing a ruddy t-shirt, and this is my hair in a different lighting. So here is the thought process. I am really into the whole like peekaboo kind of look. So I'm going to do my best to section off my hair poorly. It's notable. I said I no longer work in a hair salon. This is true. What's also notable is that, well, this is fine. It looks stable. The salon, I was a receptionist. So, and I did it for like 5 years at a couple different salons. So I'm not like the dumbest person in the world. Like, I'm not the worst person to do this. I should go a little bit higher. I don't want just my crown. So like that feels like a pretty good straight line. I don't know why it's so straight. That was an accident. Give me literal all lack of credit there. I'll give myself a little bit more. So I have this toner from Ion, the box of which I ripped open entirely. Because who needs a patch test? I've had my hair dyed before. And rip me. I don't know if the fact this is going up a bit of an angle is a good thing. I feel like the answer is yes, it's a good thing. But I also don't trust me that much. So I'm like doing my best. Here. Just as proof that I am trying. But it says a toner. It's what it looks like. It's a semi-permanent hair dye by Ion. Here. So because of that, it's like, hey, totally just like get your hair damp and then go to town. So that's the goal. That's the aim. That's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna wet down my hair in just a moment, just section it off preemptively. Workable. All right, I'll see you in a minute. Okay, we're back. So you may or may not notice that my hair is already bleached and most of it is sitting on top, which is somewhat intentional. I need to go downstairs and get a bowl. I'll be right back. Bowl acquired. My bowl, I mean, should be plastic Tupperware. And it literally, like I have, what's it called? Developer and everything. I have, ooh, wow, it's dark. I have my typical toner, which is T18, which goes for my blonde, which clearly works well. But this, I'm double checking myself because I feel like this is wrong. No, okay. It's literally just go to town. So we're going for like a peekaboo.
Say peekaboo again. Say it again. I dare you.
This also told me that I should wear protective gloves. Forgot to pick them up.
Genius of the Year award, right here.
I get to have slightly berry fingers.
Joke's on you, it's just your fingernails.
Here, I'll go on this side real quick. That way you can see my masterful techniques. It is notable. Color is the only thing hair related that I've ever been even kind of good at. And that's only because I know color theory and my patience last for the important parts, which are the front.
A funny thing to say when you're somehow missing the part right next to the part.
Trying to get that in your hair, Chase. That's not the smartest idea if you want to have blonde on top in like a raspberry wine purple kind of color. Yeah, I mush it in. There you go. I need sectioning when it's like 6 inches long. Wow, this is a really fun color, like just straight out the bottle though. Take off your glasses real quick so you can Do your sideburns. Put them back on and rinse them off later. What do you think? Did I get the back? Probably not. Like, I don't have a lot of hair. That's kind of the thing, and that's why I do feel as comfortable as I do just going to town on this. And the fact that my roots aren't like the darkest thing. Ooh. Well, I should probably take care of that sooner than later. But yeah, I think I used my whole bowl. I just put a generous squirt in there. So see you in about 20 minutes. Side note, while this was processing, I took off my makeup because it occurred to me that that Slytherin emerald green vibe really wasn't gonna do it with some berry purple hair. It's time to wash it out.
And at this point, I'm going to go ahead and turn down the natural audio. That way you don't have to deal with the deafening air of, oh, yep, just arch your back over that. Side note, that's going to hurt really bad later when you're having to think about it and you have these little bruises on your back that you can't quite reach. Now, if you just watch for another moment or so as I'm doing my best not to kill myself or drown myself and wash my hair properly, I give up. And I'm like, you know what? Screw this. Screw Brad Mondo. I'm just going to dunk my head in here because the water pressure is high enough that I can get this done a lot more quickly. Also, please ignore my pajama bottoms. Yes, they are covered with yarn and yarn needles and other things that you need to knit things. And about this point is when we are just about... No, I guess not. Whatever. Stopping here. Cut.
Okay, so I don't hate it, but it's not quite as dramatic as I wanted it to be. So I'm gonna go do like a little bit more in the back and do my makeup at the same time. Cool. And this is the final look.
Now, for you observant viewers out there, you may have noticed this is not the end of the video, and that is because I got tired of how not wine colors was after a single day.
Turns out I like the purple, but it's not the wine, like a ton little color that I was looking for. And I've had a few drinks, so I went out to Sally's and I got the same brand, like the same thing, but in like a burgundy color. And I already mixed it together. I don't know what to tell you. It's not quite what I wanted it to be. So we're gonna keep going. And eventually I'll regret it. But you know what? That day is not today. So I really need to label these tubes because they look identical. I'll see you in a few minutes when this is done. Behold my incredible...
I know this is going to come as a shock because I wasn't exactly in my perfect state of mind while doing this, but nothing I say here has any worth or meaning.
Who's gonna stop me? Me? As if. I've met me. She's a
Lady?
person. I could beat her in a fight easily. Sorry my faucet's in the way. I didn't feel like grabbing my whole
Swear.
ass, like ring light for this bit. Again, it's been a long night. My skin is clear. My mind is not. What if I just... Turns out, if you just move the faucet out of the way, things tend to go better. Yeah, I'm the queen of colorism.
And yet somehow you can't keep your head in frame.
Who really cares?
Get your head in frame.
Me? No. This is what bleach is for. Bleach and color groups. Brad Mondo, if you see this video, know that this is only slightly to disrespect you. I'm giving myself a shadow root.
And it's at that point during editing that I became very confused as to what the heck I meant.
Obviously.
The remainder of this section is me still rambling about something, I'm not quite sure what. Frankly, after hearing how the first part of this went, I got so tired of listening to my own voice that I decided to just speed up the entire thing, add a quick voiceover on top, because I am very much trying hard here, and it's frankly not worth listening to whatever the heck it is that I was saying.
My bowl is empty, so I guess I'm done. Alright, see you in 20 minutes. Cool, so like, it's done processing, but like, I don't feel like blow drying my hair when it's like 2 in the morning. So I will update you tomorrow about how I look, which I'm sure the answer is going to be amazing. Or I'll shave my head. Let's just say.
Alright, so here's the fun part. I actually liked it so much that I straight up didn't record an ending to that section of this. But you know what? I did film a bunch of TikToks of transitions, which I all thought were really cool and also copyrighted. So here's the most fun part. That's not the end of this video either, because after that burgundy faded out just a little bit, I got tired once again. Okay, so it has been about 2-3 weeks since my last check-in, and I'm ready to shift things up a little bit more. I think I'm gonna go, so I just finished my class. Hey kids, don't record and drive. It's a bad idea. I have a date with my boyfriend tonight, so I'm going to go back to Sally's, and I'm gonna pick up, I think I'm gonna do like a ginger and cover up most of this blonde. All right. Okay, so here is the plan. I already have most of what I want back at the house. So I only picked up a couple of things, and then I was at the register and I picked up 2 more things I didn't really need, but I chose to need instead. Okay, so I got this beautiful yellow, because I've always wanted yellow hair. And here's my theory. I'm gonna take my dark roots and I'm gonna do that mixture of burgundy and like that plumish color on my roots and my roots only. And then I'm gonna put the yellow right below it. And so here's my theory. If I blend it well, I should get like a little bit of orange in between. I'm probably gonna put it in a separate bowl and like mix in a little bit of yellow and the burgundy in that anyway to get a real good blend like in that middle area. Spoiler, I'm lazy. I don't. But then I also grabbed, because they were like selling samples of it, color remover, because I think at that point I'm gonna want to take away these money pieces and I want to like do like, I haven't thought through that part entirely, but I also have a color sealer, so that way after all is said and done, because I don't like, my hair's already gotten like a little rose goldy in some places because of the burgundy purplish, and so if I put the color sealer on top of all that, I won't have to deal with the yellow getting all muddy. So wish me luck. Cool, so I am at home now. Good enough. You are sober. It is not good enough. That thing is in the frame. Get it out of the way. I have more. Thank you. Oh my god. Got everything together. I'm in a t-shirt I don't mind screwing up. I did make one small oopsie doodle little whoopsie boopsie, and that is not bothering to read the instructions on the color remover. I do not have an applicator bottle, so I'm going to scrap the idea of getting rid of these money pieces, and instead just letting them be makes life a little easier, and save it for a later date if I need it. Yeah, I'm going to start mixing these colors. I didn't think that this was like purple enough when I did it the second time, because I am impossible to please. Let me just purple burgundy. Do I have measurements for this? No, I don't actually. I'm above them. I go how the wind makes me feel, though I don't think that was even, so I am. And just like that, we're gonna get this absolutely delicious looking mound of almost black stuff. So I did try and think ahead this time and do a time lapse, but at about the 30-second mark I realized I forgot I had a section entirely, and I'm worried. So you can go ahead and pause at any frame during this whole time lapse and see the building panic that is at the back of my eyeballs. At a certain point, I also, pull out the yellow and, again, hope for the best because, oh my god, I no longer have any confidence in myself and I have no idea what I'm doing. Anyway, on to the next part. By the way, I totally got some on my hands, which is fun. My favorite part of that is I got some on my face. I wiped it away with this pinky. So I decided to take some of the excess dye that was on that pinky and dye a heart on my sleeve, but then I had a little bit more, so I tried to make another one and it didn't work out. Anyway. Quick double pro tip. If you're going to shower to wash out the color in your hair, take off your makeup first. And also, if you're gonna do it, don't aerial flip your hair back and end up getting discolored water all the way up to the ceiling. Someone's gonna get mad at you. Okay, and here is the final look. I am gonna put a caveat on that based on the fact that there is a non-zero chance that I may get bored in a week or two and there might be more to this video, or I may just upload an entirely new one. But for now, I feel like I literally look like the trees while they're changing. Yes, I did do my makeup to match. I also, at the end of that whole thing, with the last clip, I got out of the shower and I let everything dry out, and I noticed that there were 100% bits of my hair that, like, some of the lighter parts that I hadn't touched with the yellow because I was trying to do, trying to leave the ends super light. Didn't work. So I just went ahead and took some more of the yellow and I glopped it on the rest of my head, and just to hit those last bits to really saturate my entire head of hair. I feel very satisfied for now. It's very cool. The yellow looks so dope. It accidentally blended with the burgundy, which no complaints from me. And in general, I think my hair looked pretty healthy beforehand, but this is just a really fun refresh for the fall. And who's to say what I do for wintertime? Thank you all for watching.